A Winnipeg man has found himself caught in the crosshairs of the Canada-U.S. trade war, a war that could cost him nearly $50,000. And a warning tonight, it could happen to you too. To explain, CTV's Danton Unger joins us now live. Danton, what happened?
Well, Marilee, this man bought his dream car in the U.S. earlier this month, and he said he had checked Canada's list of tariffs and did what he could to confirm he wouldn't have any troubles bringing it home. But when he got to the border, he was slapped with an enormous bill.
I was in shock.
A lifelong dream turned tariff nightmare for 77-year-old car enthusiast Pat Fletcher. The dream? A 1968 Dodge Charger RT.
When I was 15, I had a Charger, so I always wanted to get this Charger RT, and it's 68's the year, and it's the best one out there, and they're tough to find.
Which is why he was so excited when he found this one down in Texas, buying it for $98,000 US on March 10th. But when he tried bringing the car back home, the Canadian Border Services Agency handed him a massive bill.
They come over to me and they showed me this paper, $46,636.49, and I just about fell out of the chair.
Fletcher was given this refusal letter by border agents stating the car would be subject to a 25% tariff along with other taxes. With no way to pay the huge amount, he was told his car does not meet the requirements to be imported into Canada and was turned away.
That was it. I couldn't do anything about it. I had to leave it there and come back home and just hope for the best.
Fletcher thought he did his due diligence, but had no idea tariffs would apply to his car. So how did this happen? On this list of U.S. items Canada is tariffed as of March 4th, vintage cars are nowhere to be seen. But buried on this customs notice is this paragraph with a list of codes that fall under the 25% tariffs. You have to go to Canada's Customs Tariff Act to find out one of those codes includes vehicles manufactured more than 25 years ago. The Canadian Border Services Agency tells CTV News it can't comment on specific cases, but confirmed, based on the information available, a 1968 Dodge Charger may qualify for the 25% surtax. So Fletcher is now just waiting in an empty garage, hoping the tariffs may be called off and he can finally bring his dream car home. Until then, he says his nightmare is a warning for Canadians.
I want people to be careful and know what can happen to them.
Now, Marilee, just to underscore how complicated some of these tariffs are to understand, it took our team here at CTV News Winnipeg a few days to track down why Fletcher's car was subject to tariffs. And even the Canadian Border Services Agency took over 2 days to answer our questions, telling us there were several factors to look at. So the bottom line here, if you're buying items from the U.S., you really have to dig to know whether or not you'll be tariffed. Now, the Canadian Border Services Agency says anyone bringing a U.S. product into Canada can request an advanced ruling from the CBSA to see if tariffs apply, and if anyone feels they've been improperly taxed, they can request an adjustment online.
All right, Dad, and what about Pat Fletcher? What does he do now?
Well, he's already tried contacting the company that sold him the Charger and was told they wouldn't buy it back. So now Fletcher's dream sits in limbo in a rented parking space in North Dakota, waiting for him to bring it home.